All right. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining today. Appreciate you being here. Today we're gonna see about building a Chronos. I have not done any research on it yet on what's going to be a good fit or not. So that'll be part of what we do today. I'm gonna head over to Jita, and because I assume that's where I'm gonna buy it. I was gifted a BPC for Chronos and stuff, but I really haven't taken the time to build it. I'll probably build one later and sell it and buy one now at a higher rate because, of course, materials are all costing a lot more right now. Yeah. So, but that's just going to be part of how things are, right? So, hello, Kenny. All right. And hope you're all doing well. So I went and took my dad to the doctor this morning, and everybody walking in and out had masks. I see that we closed our borders to Europe here in the U.S. Stuff. Yeah, this stuff's kind of getting real, isn't it? Whether we want it to or not.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. So, anyway, hope you're all in good health. I know that we have a few viewers who are in quarantine. One of them told me he's confirmed having the virus. And, yeah, we actually know people now that are confirmed having it. So, wild time we live in. Oh, and I saw like the NBA, they canceled the entire season. Can you imagine that? Yeah. There is no COVID-19 in space. Dude, it's like cruise ships. It's even worse. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, crazy stuff. I mean, I don't know if I ever envisioned that we would that I would live in a time with something like this. We heard about like Ebola and stuff, but that doesn't come to our neighborhood. Now we have we have locals that have it. So yeah. So 8 miles away from me, hospital where people are doing check-ins. If they're in home quarantine and they have it, they're driving up for their medical checks and meeting doctors out in the parking lot. Yeah. So, right next to the grocery store I shop at. Yeah. So, space station is the safest place to be right now. A tin can. It's just like the cruise ships. One person gets on and everybody's screwed. Yeah. I think the cruise industry is going to have to cancel for a while. Yeah. Yep. Your wife is a CCU nurse and you're doomed. Yeah. Yeah, for safety, you docked your pod. Oh, you got your scanner on. You can hear every fire and ambulance dispatch. Oh.
Warp drive
Oh. That's interesting. I wonder if I have a scanner here. I have one of those really old scanners. But, I don't think it picks up the new bands that are encrypted. So, but I used to be able to a long time ago when everybody had home phones and they're all going to wireless. So when we were losing the cord and we had these long ass antennas on our phones, just our home phones, I know that I could hear all my neighbors on my scanner. Yeah. So, yep. I could hear every conversation. I actually went and told my neighbors. So, I needed to know people could listen. Yeah. Yeah, try imagining to measure the financial costs of the pandemic once it's over. I can tell you that there are some things that, like with our company, that that cause sales to drop. One is war, and like in 9/11, our sales went to like 20% of normal for the next few days, and then slowly came back up. And some of the other war stuff happening or whatnot, we see it in different countries. But then I'm getting scanned. All right, checking to see what I got. I got nothing on board, buddy. Empty. Yeah. So, and I can tell you that our sales, across all of our games are significantly impacted right now. So, it's a big deal for us. Our company has money in the bank and, can go for quite a while without, while taking losses. But, it's not something you want to sustain long term. And I don't know what the long term impacts are. Like 9/11, it came back. It started coming back and everything. Oh, my computer just went to 100%. You know what? It's the 64-bit client that does that. There's something in the 64-bit client that does that causes my CPU to go to 100%. Here, I'm going to put up processes so I can see that, so I can see when that happens next, what's taking all of it. The financial costs will match my EVE bounty. Yeah, actually, the financial costs in real world dollars will be much, much higher. So, how many of you here are impacted? Like, your income is impacted by this. Like, my wife is an artist, and there's not hardly anybody going into the gallery she shows her stuff in, so she's not making sales. One of my kids works at Busch Gardens, which is one of the really big theme parks here in Florida, and he's still getting hours as normal and everything because he deals with a lot of logistics on the back end, food coming in and out, freight and stuff like that. And so he, is going to be needed no matter what. But, when are they going to shut down Disneyland and the other theme parks? Yeah, schools are all closing and going online. All of our colleges here and universities have all closed their doors here. And our school here, that our kids are in, we have 3 kids in school. One's homeschooled, and the other 2, one's in middle school, one's in high school. And middle school and high school, they're both on like a day-to-day basis as to how things are going, and we're hearing from them that they're getting ready to go completely online if they need to. So, like, handing laptops to each one of the kids, everything. So, yeah, the virtual school here, the online school stuff, it actually looks like it just needs to scale. So my one son uses it, and they do fine, and they use camera and they talk to their teachers and stuff like that. Disney won't close. They'll just change theme to a new Corona Park or something. Right. Hey, Vector. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know. So, well, it's very interesting. But we still were able to afford a giveaway today! Exclamation point giveaway in chat. Link in the description in YouTube. And, yeah, we have a starter pack today. So, gives you 250,000 skill points and 7 days of Omega time. Yeah. Orlando's going to take a catastrophic loss, you'd think. So it's dependent on tourism. Yep. Yeah. There's a lot of people not spending a lot, like normally. So if I take my dad to a doctor's appointment or something like that, we'll hit like Starbucks on the way back. Ooh, look at all these orange here. What's going on here? All right. Glad they're not all here for me.
Warp drive active.
And but you know, we don't need Starbucks coffee on the way home. And so we didn't. Yeah. So anyway, it's all interesting. We all have to change our way of thought about a lot of things, and this could go on for as little as just a few more months, or we could be looking at a couple of years of stuff like this. So, you have tons of friends that are canceling vacations? Yes. Well, Tom, borders are being closed. So, you know, in the U.S., we've closed our borders to many countries at the moment, including all of Europe except for the U.K. And I don't know why the U.K. is excluded from that, but that's what they said. So, or it could be just the flu times 2. No, actually, the death rate from this on the data. The death rate shows that it is like a minimum of many times higher than just the regular flu. So they're saying at the bottom end maybe 0.6%, and top end 3%. Flu death rate is measured out at 0.1%. So if it's 0.6% on the low end, which is saying it could be the low, then that is still 6 times higher. Could COVID-19 become year by year? Yes. Next one we can get is COVID-20. Yeah, I don't know. You can't get the entry to add to cart. Are you logged in? And if you're getting, you got to be logged into the store. And if you are logged in, if you're adding the monthly giveaway to it, it means that you've already gotten it. You're already entered in on that. Daily, you should be able to add it as long as you're logged in. Yeah, actually, I heard that there's 2 strains of COVID right now, too. Yeah, they found a new strain. So, we'll see. Yeah, and the different ratios for each age group. Yeah.
Docking permission requested.
Yeah, my father is in the age group that he is 20 times more likely to die if he catches it.
Docking
I don't know why
request
these people are
accepted.
scanning me. What are you thinking you're gonna get? Yeah. All right. I saw the new Joe Rogan podcast was up. I see you saying that, Tom. I haven't listened to it. I saw it this morning. Maybe I'll listen to it tonight. All right. I'm here. So, I need a couple of things. I want to see what kind of fits I've got for these. Need something fast back at home station. It's a 2.
Welcome to the Dragons.
This one's 3. This one can also fight. Victorious B, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right. I don't know why I have all this stuff in there. Okay, so I think I am going to take that ship with me. Denmark closed its borders. Yeah. So, yeah, really, right now everybody should, you know? Yeah, we're already taking a big hit to the economy and everything, but everybody, all the countries should just close their borders right now and, you know, try and contain it. We have first containment area in the United States, too. It's up in New York. They haven't done a full lockdown, but they're discouraging everybody from going in and out. All right, Michael. So, okay, so let's look here. Patch notes. All right, Eve Workbench. Oh, I don't want to look at the market for it. I want fits. I do that every time. Wait, Roracle orders? What? How did I get here? Fits. Oh. Hey guys from EWB, if you're watching, change the fits drop down and the markets drop down to be different colors. And then visually we'll know which one we're in. Yeah. That might be a good idea. Let's see here. No, we're Chronos. There are not many fits here for the Chronos. All right. Well, I think we're going to look at all of them. And they are kind of spendy. And then let's look at here. I do have Do have a few here. 5.2 billion. Oh, damn. That better be amazing. That's just too much for using in, well, anywhere. That's too much for a Marauder. Too much. I want to see where's the cost in that. So, Chronos is at 1.4 billion. It's not bad. Couple X-type large armor repairs. That's 500 million. Syndicate damage control, 300 million. Afterburner, 100 million. Oh, damn. The armor plating energized info, 2 billion. That's why, that's, okay, so if we were to remove that, we'd take 2 billion off the price. Yeah. Oh, and here, there's another 200 million. So this is, that's definitely set up for PvP. Definitely a PvP fit. What am I planning on doing with Chronos? Mission running. So with this one. And so this this setup right here, you know, it's this fit is not right for that. This is a PvP fit. And you know, it's nice if you can be PvP ready with stuff and still do well, but there's also, you know, doing the right fit, you know, for the right job. Okay, so that one, I don't like the cost on it. Although, let's just, for grins here, let's see here. It's only got one gecko, huh? Does it not? It doesn't have enough bandwidth for everything? Not enough bandwidth available. Can only do one thing here. So one gecko, 123 DPS. And then Qatari Navy antimatter. So it's 1166. And it lasts 4 minutes without using a cap booster. 5 minutes with everything on. Oh, it's because of these. If we turn these off, 2.5 minutes with Bastion on. What about without Bastion on? Still 2.5. All right. Well, it's interesting. The cost is way off. The cost needs to be would need to be dealt with. I don't think that any Marauder, a Marauder even nicely fit, 2.5 billion. So I don't think that 5.2 billion is appropriate. Hello, Kradios. All right, let's see here. Let's load this one. God, this one's 5 billion. See, these are two different fits that I made. I've probably run this before, But here's what I bet. I bet that the market has gone all out of whack on some of these parts, and that's why we're looking at you know, it being so expensive. These rails, wow, fall off on antimatter at 101. No kidding. That's no fresh killer. No, the point is to use a Chronos. It's not to go what's the best mission chip. This is let's mission with the Chronos. So you know, how good can we build the Chronos? So we did it with all of the other Galante ships, all of the other Galante battleships. So, yeah, I'm really amazed at 101 with antimatter. That's pretty amazing. So, yeah, it's just I do not like the cost of this. Something has to change on this, and it looks like it might be kind of a tight fit. So I'm not going to be okay. So with prices going up because of materials, we could end up going with as much as like 3 billion. But I'm still not comfortable flying something that costs that much. It just makes me a target. It gets unwanted attention. Here's one for 2.2 billion. It says 10-minute cap on it. All right. So, turn these off. We're at 12 minutes. Antimatter. What's their range? 123 on antimatter? Holy cow, the bonuses to range on this are insane. That is...
Welcome to the Dragons.
Oh. The infamous, thank you for following, welcome. Yeah, I know, they added 3 new level 2 missions. I don't know what the point is, but it's interesting. It says, though, that they might be looking at more mission stuff. Like, maybe level 2 missions were pretty easy to do to maybe prove a concept or something. So, yeah. All right, so it's 3,341 armor rep. Amazing. But the DPS is low on this. The DPS is only 674. $111,000 DHP. What do we got here? So we got energized adaptive nano magnetic field stabilizer, tracking enhancer. Gives optimal range bonus of 10%. Fall off bonus of 20%. Tracking speed of 9.5%. We need more. We need more DPS. This 674 is not enough. Agent, doing well. Thanks for asking. So, what if we unfit that? Put that in. Takes us up to 785. Puts us over on CPU. You know, or maybe if we can make this stable, you know, we make this a brawler. This right here, this is a sniper. Let's see what other stuff we got here. Hey, this is a lot more of a brawler. This is also PvP. 5 billion. Humbug. 2.6 billion. Oh, this doesn't have any armor rep, though. Right, this is a fleet setup here. This looks like a fleet one. All right. Like auto mod in kindergarten mode? How about no mode at all? Victorious B. It's not even turned on in Twitch. Yeah, I wouldn't be using this in a fleet. All right. So let's look at these fits. Here's blaster, web, no propulsion. So this is probably, yeah, conduit for minor conduits. It makes sense. 2.1 billion. Not a bad price. Might have to change something out though to have propulsion if we were to use that. Also looks like that's a cap booster and not a battery. Okay. This looks very similar to one of them that I had already. What's the cost on this? 3.1 billion. That one's PvP. This one's PvP as well. 3.3 billion. Maybe this is not PvP. What does it say? Dual armor rep. Okay. Well, dual armor rep may not be necessary, though, if you think about it. Is that a cap battery or booster? It's a booster. Yeah, I'd like it to be minimum 800 DPS, minimum. If we go any lower than that, then it's kind of like, what's the point? And it could be that it's just not worth doing any of these for PvE. Let me show you something here. So we did all of these, and then we got to the Megathron Navy issue. The Megathron Navy issue is just not good at PvE. We just could not come up with a good functioning ship that, you know, had the proper DPS and survivability. Can you make a Megathron Navy issue that's PvE? Sure. Can it do level 4 missions? Yeah, probably all of them. But it's a matter of when you
Hail to the
look at
Dragon
this,
King, baby.
When you look at this, you go kind of like, that DPS is so low, what's the point? And so we ended up not making one for the Megathron. Look at that. Notorious gifted a sub to Gulag Keymaster. All right. So, and in the event of a gift sub, that's 1,000 gold to everybody. Thank you, Notorious. I appreciate it. There you go. 1,000 gold to everybody. All right. So, when it doesn't make sense, we're not making a PvE fit just because. Just because I said that I'd, do all of them. If it doesn't make sense, if I can't recommend it, then I don't post it on EWB. So, if I can recommend it, then I post it. But if I can't recommend it, I don't post it. Because I only post stuff up there that does well. So, or it has some very specific thing. Is a Vindicator good for missions or only incursions? Well, it's great in incursions. In missions, I haven't fooled around with it too much. But I will get to that. Michael, the gold is used for Twitch chat. So I'm broadcasting to both Twitch and YouTube. Sorry, we don't have it for YouTube. We tried to put it in, but YouTube doesn't work that same way. You have a Chronos for memory's sake? All right. So let's look at these their fits here. This one could be interesting. Also, let me see if I can break this. I saw something here. Yeah. Here's the new beta screen that they're working on. Just add /beta at the end. I'm looking at this. I think I'd like these icons to be bigger. Seems a little small. All right. Get out of the beta view.
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
Force Ozone, 38 months as a sub. All right.
Welcome to the Dragons.
1,140 gold to everybody here. In Force Ozone's honor. Thank you, thank you. And Mark North, thank you for the follow. So, this one, 3.3 billion. I don't know what the DPS on it's going to be yet. We're gonna play with it. All right, here's another one, 4 billion. Oh my God. It's for minor conduits. Well, you don't need the micro warp and a minor conduit, and I really don't like that all of these have got boosters. It's possible that we could look at this and go, the cost to get a fit that works good is not worth it. Because any of you that are flying a, you're already a target with the whole price. Then how far do you want to escalate that up with, with your fit? And 2.5 billion is about the top end that I feel comfortable with, that I can manage things, because you start going above that and you're just a target. It only takes one person scanning you and noticing, you know, and next thing you know, you got a bunch of catalysts on you. Is Nestor a good level 4 ship? For stuff that is good with drones, yeah. I mean, I use the Nestor a lot. It's not the perfect fit, but it's a good one. So this one looks interesting, I guess, but it's going to need some work. It's got to come down in price. $5.2 billion. Oh, man. This one is PvE. $5.2 billion. This actually looks very much like one of my fits that I've got. It's very similar to this. And this one is 1166 DPS. We might end up going with this and seeing if we can shave 3 billion off of it. Holy cow. That's going to be a tall order. Wow. About the Markee, I heard he's a level 4 mission rusher. Blitzer would be the term. And yeah, I've never flown a Markee in PvE for a mission before. But it's on my list of things to do. Just haven't done it yet. It's probably gonna take me a year to get through all of the battleships and get them all done. And it's because I like to go and do other things at the same time. If I wanted to really put my mind to it, we could have it all done in a month. But I don't like to go that way. The game is about fun, not about, you know, min-max and stuff. So, at least for me. Some other people, min-max is their fun. Not me, though. So, yeah. Also, we're going to do some Element TD2 at the end of the show today. Maybe like an hour's worth or something. If any of you are playing that. That'll be a little later today. So, okay, let's look a little bit more at these fits. This one here. This 2.9 billion. Just looking at this configuration here. It's a PvP setup, but you could change the scram to another web. Have one grapple, one web. With the Marauder, you have no speed due to the Bastion, so it doesn't matter. Well, okay, except that if you're mission running with it, you've got your, you need to get to the gate. So, that's kind of the issue, is getting to the gate. If you don't mind slow boating it, then sure. But a lot of times you end up flying 40 to 60K to get to a gate. And so that's an issue. And so yeah, you could swap that for something. So this one's interesting. All right, so let's see if my push to Eve is working right. Okay, it's not. Why is it not working right? It's not because I'm full. All right, I'll have to do it a little more manually. Okay, so 2.9 billion. It's got 168,000 DHP. That's actually a lot. 11-minute cap. To be a brawler, this has to have dual webs. It has to, which means that I have to give up one of these batteries, which reduces 5,200 per 11 seconds. Amazing. Oh, we got to see what it looks like without this stuff. 9 minutes. Take one of those out. 6 minutes. Let's see. It's a grappler. Pull this out. Stasis web of fire. You can nave some of the ships and possibly get some of your cap back. That is possible. You know, take that out. 2.6 billion. We're going to need propulsion. It has to have some propulsion. Doesn't have to be a great propulsion, just has to have it. So the 100 compact. Let's see. Compact is lower fitting. The monopropellant is lower energy cost. When's the next super ratting excursion? Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think I'm going to sell my super. The price is way up on them. Now would be the time to sell it. because it requires fleet support to fly, and I just haven't been using it. I've had the Super now for like 3 years or so. So maybe it'd be a good time to sell it, and then I can buy another one later if I decide I want to use it. Because I'd much rather do carrier ratting. Carrier ratting is only 20% of the price as Super. And I'm a big target. Especially when I show it on the show. Who wouldn't love to get a Super kill on me? What's the best bet of carrier to get into? Well, I need to know more information on that because I don't know what you mean by that. You go into whatever kind of carrier that your corp or alliance supports, because carrier needs other ships with it. Ratting. That's not what I'm saying. Your corp or alliance is going to have rules about what you're using to rat with. And if you're doing it in low sec on your own, that's kind of crazy. You only want to be doing that in null in space that your corp or alliance owns. So otherwise you're just too subject to getting ganked. My fellow hogs would never stream snipe me? No, because they never have. Yeah. Right. All right. We're getting toward the right price here on this stuff. Let's see here. So 611 current, and then brings it up to 8. But I have to be doing battleships. 38. I mean, so maybe I can augment some off off of this. It's within 18K. How do you know how much which corp owns which part of null? Well, when you're in null, you can see who owns it in the upper left. There is a map on .lan that shows current, like within a day, of who owns what systems. It's a very nice map. It can help you decide that if there's a certain area you're wanting to go to, of looking at who the alliance and corps are there, to know who to apply to. Corona alert because I had a little cough. Man, that's pretty sad. Let's see, what are we at on this? 5211 on that. And then, what is this? That's explosive. Interesting. So it needs a boost in explosive. It's got, this is a monster rep. Absolutely a monster rep. So this so far is looking the best. There's no drones in here. A single gecko with it. What is this drone? It's 50 megabits, so it can do, what, 5 mediums? Yeah, because they're 10 each. Or 1 gecko. Or 5 lights. I probably favor towards a bunch of lights. Let's see, how much drone space is there? Only 125. It's not very much space for drones. Yeah. So this is sitting at 2.6 billion. That cap battery is very sorely needed. Okay, what are these? Those are 18 range. What kind of price are these going for? 26 million each. They are not the problem. Oh wait, they're two different type. This one has 48. What? How much is that? 20 million. Wow. That has 48. 28 and 50. Wow. If there's room at the end, change them both to that. 36 leech points per 5 seconds, and it's 120 leech points per 10 seconds. At that kind of range, it makes it very, very viable. Okay. Imperial Navy 1600 millimeter steel plates. 38 million. That's a pretty good cost. Centius X-type armor explosive hardener. 100 million. Imperial Navy energized adaptive nano. Oh, and Corellium C. Let's see. Let's go look at the multi-buy here. We're going to take some stuff out of the cargo too. How am I supposed to remove that? How do I... There we go. Gee whiz. $2.5 billion. These rigs are woo-wee expensive. 318 million for the pair of rigs. Damn. Okay, I don't know that we're going to be able to get it down in cost much more. I suppose we could change this to a standard grappler. Do I prefer carrier or dread ratting? There's no such thing as dread ratting. I've never seen it successfully done. So it's always carrier. I've seen Titan ratting done, but that's just showing off. Because Titan is so expensive. All right. So that's range of 12, and that's 10. And how far are we shooting with this stuff? Okay, let's pull this stuff out. 2.5 billion. We're getting close to what I was looking for. Oh, and we're going to have some drones in it too. All right, so the antimatter 834. Where'd all my DPS go? Wait, what happened? You remember we looked at this before and it was 1100 and something. Was it not? Why is it only 834 now? What am I missing? What did I do? Pandemic Horde does dread ratting? Alright. Could it be the drones? Well, okay, I'll put drones in. It's 957. Do 5 Valkyries in here. No, yes. Wow, and that fills me up. It's a little bit scary because you use the lights. Well, actually, no, you use the Gecko if you want DPS because that's 123 DPS, or you switch to this and that's 128 DPS. Gecko has much more survivability and everything. So you go to this, and then yep, some salvage drones. There you go. Sometimes you want to salvage, but you can give those up and bring in a salvager. Using Bastion mode, does it automatically make you suspect in high sec? No. Yeah, but it does lock you into place for 60 seconds. It does not make you suspect. $2.7 billion. Not real excited about the price on this. So we can change this grappler. How much are they on the market? 91. It's just, how much are these? Much cheaper. Oh, look at that. That lowers my cap by 33 seconds. Which may not be a problem, but it could be at the same time. I really want this to be at like 2.4 billion or less. But I also don't want to, you know, give up give up a lot on its abilities. Been getting a buzz in my right ear again with this headset. Try something real quick. Hopefully this doesn't mess things up. Hopefully that worked. I reset my mixer board. All right. We're at 2.6 billion. Uh-oh. Jeez, did I make my game crash? By doing that? No, we don't use ancillary. We don't want to use...
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
we don't want to use resources for that. 29 months. It'll be 580 gold. Technocrat. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I seem to have maybe screwed the pooch here. Oh, you know what? I hadn't saved this fit yet. Damn it. I hadn't saved this fit yet. All right, we'll give it just a sec. I'm going to go grab another drink. We'll give it just a moment to see if it comes back. I doubt it's going to. But we'll give it just a moment to see if it comes back. And then, I don't know. I might have to dump out and reload. Gosh darn it. Be right back. All right. Well, giving it time did not fix it. Oh, there it came back. Holy shit, and I just hit the red X. Now is it going to close? Oh my god. No, don't close on me. Stay here. Holy shit. Save as. Save. Kid you not, I hit the red X. You see me? Hit the red X in the upper right hand corner. I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever experienced that. I reset my mixer, which is my sound card. And I do not have a sound card in this machine. I just have the mixer, which is hooked up USB. All right. Yeah, so I saved it real quick. Hey, make sure everything's the way I want it. I think everything's good at this point. I think we might how much is this item? This is the Corellium C-type. 150 million. What if we changed it, because it's 30 per, and this one is 28. If we took this out, $150 million. All right. So it's very similar, but it lowered our price. And then show info on this. I want to show info on this so we can go back to it if we need to. Remove that. This fit is tight. So this will leach at within 48K. Is the stream doing deja vu? Why do you say? What's the matter with it? I think we have everything working now. I did save it. I'll save it again here in a minute. But I gotta save right where it froze up. So. Okay. I think we're done here. Yes, we have an empty high. Oh, let's put a tractor beam in there. Holy shit. Will it fit? Voila. Excellent. You get bonuses to tractor beams on the on Marauders. So all right, there we go. We got pretty close to the price I wanted. So if I Use these to NOS. It says I can be stable. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna need to send him some money. A lot of zeros there. $2.538 billion. All right, that's what a new Chronos looks like. And here's what a new Chronos looks like as the Popo. All right, I also was given another skin for this. Let me see, here it is. That was a gift from one of you guys. All right. Let's take some extra null. Extra void. All right. It's looking good. Yeah, I have MTUs where I'm going. I don't need to pick one up.
Warp drive active.
All right. Heading on out.
Warp drive active.
So we'll give this a shot. If it works well, then we'll put it up on EWB. All right. I didn't 100% hit the target of what I wanted to on price, but it's close. It's really close, and I think that the ship will do okay. So I think it's gonna do okay. Now, while warping, I've had my computer go to 100% sometimes on all cores. I'll be interested to see. I got my task manager up to see what's doing it. I think it's the 64-bit client. Missed the expected DPS? No, I'm over. It's just shy of 1,000, just under 1,000 DPS. I wanted the guns to be at least 800, and they are over 800. Oh, I'm not having this problem. I'm not changing any of my settings. I'm running 100%. This is a monster machine here. It is a bug in the 64-bit client that causes this 100% issue. I'm not running 100% right now. I'm at 54%. But something happens and it skyrockets to 100 for about 5 seconds and just locks everything up and then comes back down again. And back when the 64-bit client was in testing, that was happening to me, and I moved back to the 32-bit client. And now that they forced everybody on the 64-bit, it's not happening as often, but I'm trying to prove whether or not it is still happening. I think that it is, just not nearly as often. Do you think the shaders are somehow bugged? Well, we'll see. I got it up on another monitor. I'll be able to see it when it happens again. It's very noticeable because the game client locks up for about 5 seconds. And it seems it only happens when I'm warping, but I'm not 100% sure of that. And it only happens on this machine. Doesn't seem to happen on my laptop at all. So it's been a couple of days. I see any changes in the market? Yes, the market is not moving like it used to with prices and all these little increments. Most of my buy orders that about 50% of my buy orders that were the top buy order when the market changed are still the top. And if they're not, they're down by only 2 or 3 spots. So I decided to leave them all, not mess with them, and I'm only gonna change them when they're between when they're under 30 days left on them, because of the cost. It costs you to change them now. So, and a lot of my market orders are, you know, like in the 10 million range, just to make a one-tick change. A lot of the stuff that I'm buying is just really large dollar amounts or really large disc amounts. So I think that the changes, they're working okay so far for me. And I'm still able to make money on the market. I'm making, I don't know, probably in the range of 300 to 350 million a day on the market. I don't know. It's a long game that I play. So I buy low, sell high, and I try and double my money. But it can take you 3 to 6 months to double. So, you know, that's a long time. Price will go down after the rework of all the materials. Hulls previously were about 1.2 billion, and now they're about 1.4 to 1.7 billion. Oh, there we go. Froze up. It was my Eve client that did it. That was my Eve client that did it. A single Eve client, which I believe is the one that in focus, it shot up. Let's make sure it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, the market does time out, so the market is 90-day increments at the max. But you can reset your price, you can adjust it and get another 90. Hello.
Warp drive active.
I think I forgot to turn on my propulsion. I can get to warp in under 10 seconds if I use my propulsion trick. Captain Mogsy, you've been away for nearly 2 years. What's new? There to draw you back? Dude. You know, Eve is always changing. So there's all the invasion stuff. The Triglavians. Whole new ship line and everything. Lots of fantastic visual upgrades. Let's see, 2 years. So if you were 2 years ago, maybe you were at the beginning of the moon mining. That's full force now. Gosh, there's a lot. Biggest thing in the last 2 years, though, is probably Triglavians. Both fighting against them and the whole ship line. And they're a bit different way of thinking. It's nice. They are a true separate way of doing things. Yeah, Plex changed from 1 Plex equaling a month to 500. They broke the increments. They removed Aurum.
Warp drive active.
Skins galore now. like riding a bike. Come back to it, you'll know how to ride that bike. But that bike's gonna have a lot of new options. And even some new places to go. Alright, about to land at station. Also, my beard got longer. Actually, than 2 years ago. That's about the same as 2 years ago. I did chop off more than a foot of it. I don't know. That was 3-4 months ago. Maybe longer than that. I got tired of it being so long.
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
Wet Wolf. Hello, buddy. 13 months as a sub, 130 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. So now I can take out some of this extra stuff I put in here. All right. I think that's going to work pretty good. And then use 3 of them for missions. I think this is going to work good. We're gonna have to find out. All right, I am going to here, enjoy the view of my lake for a second.
Welcome to the Dragons.
All right, give me just a second here. And Popst, thank you for follow.
Warp drive active.
All right. This here is a fast ship. tranquil. Yeah. I have a park bench in the back in our patio. Sit out there sometimes. Watch the wildlife. We had a big old alligator outside last night.
Warp drive active.
Oh, and did we see him out there, actually? No, I don't see him. I've not seen him on shore on this side of the lake. So, he was out in the water. It's probably, I don't know, it's in the 5 or 6 foot range.
Warp drive active.
We do not have a lot of little dogs running around, no. In fact, our neighborhood has a rule that all pets must be on leashes, and they can't be a leash staked into the ground. They must be a person holding it. Yeah, even if we let our cats out, we're supposed to have them on a leash. We let them outside in the front yard, but only for just a little bit at a time. Alligators don't care about stakes in the ground when it's hungry. No, the stake makes it easier for the alligator to get them. Keeps the dog from running away.
Warp drive active.
Walk your alligator? Oh, you probably have to have a permit for that.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so I saw that gator last night. That's the first one I've seen this year. So they're just coming out
Warp drive active.
after the winter. Yeah, it's you say a steak would be also make a nice snack. Well, you're not. It's against the law to feed gators, and it's a very good law
Warp drive active.
because if you feed them, then they may want to come closer to humans to get more food, which you don't want. You want them to be fearful of you. Can I fish in my lake? The official rule is no, but we do it anyway. Stock up on hand sanitizer and toilet paper. We did on toilet paper. We've got a bunch here. All the stores are sold out. When's Kronos in action? As soon as I get done flying this. I'm just springing something unplanned on y'all.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so use your toilet paper sparingly. May not be able to restock for a while.
Docking permission requested.
Actually, here in the
Docking
States, I
request
saw
accepted.
that Walmart online, you can order it. And they'll deliver. What? Oh, fuck me. Oh my God.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Alright. Try this again. I messed up trying to do this. I went to the wrong station.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Kragamar, thank you for following. Welcome.
Warp drive active.
All right. I believe this is going to be camped. There's Sneezus right there. Keep an eye on it. Not camped. All right.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. This is a special mission. And this one, it turned out that the special mission is transport, goes into low sec, so
Warp drive active.
just had to have the right ship to do this, and then the right conditions. Drop this off, I'll complete the special mission, and then we'll head to try out the Kronos.
Warp drive active.
I saw a lot of ship movement, a lot of people coming into the system. I really thought that it was going to be camped, and I was just going to try and get through it with a quick ship. That's what my plan was. So, and I had my my settings wrong for my route to begin with. Didn't need to be such a long trip.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There we go. Special mission completed. Well, almost. Gotta talk to him. Alright, whole bunch of standings affected. And gave me this worth 20 million for doing it. Let's see what the standings are. So, Sisters of Eve proper went up 0.51. So 4.23 to 4.75. Nice. Society of Conscious Thought went up a quarter. Interbus went up 20.2. Canid went down 0.01. Jove went up. I don't know where Jovian standings are ever going to come into play. Maybe they will at some point. Amatar went down 0.02. Or went up. Minmatar went up. Nice. Caldari State went... What did Caldari State do? It went up. How about that? The Syndicate went down. Amar went down. 0.24 hit. No way. No, wait. That was the other day. That's not today. That was on the 12th. All right. Today, Galante went up. Wow, it gave me Galante and Minmatar. You know what? This whole standings thing, it's not telling me right. It's all of a sudden giving me updates on a whole bunch of them. I've looked at these before because this was on the 1st of the month. Or, no, actually, that was January. Why is it showing me this old stuff? All right. I don't know why it's showing such old stuff there. Well, I went up a whole point. Went from 8.3 to 9.32 on Sisters of Eve in the Corp. All right. Well, it said 15 others had been modified, but their modify dates. That seriously says 1st of January. So I don't get that. All right. Well, that's just kind of weird. Because it really feels like that happened today, even though it doesn't say it happened today. But this certainly happened today. All right. Very good. Now, we'll go head over to the station where the Chronos is.
Warp drive active.
So, when I looked at it before on the show, when it was first offered to me, I exposed where it was and everything, and I just knew that somebody'd probably be there to pot me. That's why I kind of did it on the fly today.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it said 15 other standings affected. It was about 15, but their dates were all wonky. I suppose it could be a bug.
Warp drive active.
Mark North, your corp
Docking
just moved to
permission
null,
requested.
splitting the corp into 2 new guys
Docking
in
request
high and
accepted.
everyone with 6 months playing in null. You're working for the goons. Welcome to the dark side, I guess. Yeah, not sure if that sounds like a good thing. All right, so here is the Chronos. Buzzkill. Eliminate the angel swarm. All right, we'll give it a shot here. I have other ships here. If this one just turns out to be a total dud on this, then, you know, I have other ships here that can just clean it all up, but tomorrow we're going to do the Epic Arc speed run on the show. So that's what's happening tomorrow. All right, let me fix everything up here.
active.
My phone's ringing, but it's a spam call. So. Loidras.
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
Appeal, 32 months. All right. Give me a moment here. So, how about 640 gold? Everybody here in Anapeel's honor. Thank you. That's just my shield alarms. No need to panic. These guys. They're not going to come at me, are they? Go. This is not very efficient. It's not working. Yeah, I really, I need to be shooting farther. He's 25 out. A null that's further out. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I feel like this is not being very efficient. Yep, went to 100% CPU again, this client. This is not being very efficient. Not at all. Right. Now they're going after my drones. See, I get the double webs on him, and, you know, I'm good. This guy is close. Tracking on this ammo is not nearly as good. Hey, so far, this setup is not good at all for mission running. Listen, I can't hit this guy. But if I stop with him, go to these guys at the end of my range here, well, they're still way out there, see? Hitting him a lot better. Close-up stuff I have a problem with. I almost feel like a micro jump in rails. But then we don't have the DPS. And even at that, I'm not hitting well this stuff. We're going to turn this bastion off. This is sucking with this. This ship is really sucking. It's not... I cannot recommend this as a PvE fit. We're gonna have to figure out something different with this. Does NOS work on an NPC? Well, it can give you some power if their battery is as big as yours. I don't know. Probably not doing any good. You can't take them out of energy. They have infinite caps. Alright, we're gonna get a different ship and do that.
Docking permission requested. Docking
Slam,
request accepted.
it's going good. Except this ship fit is shit. This is a ship fit. And we need to rename this. Because it needs to be reworked. It is just absolute crap. Yeah, absolute crap. All right. So, out of the ships that I have here, maybe I'll just take the ship that I'm going to do tomorrow. This is the ship we're going to do the speed run in. It's a destroyer. So I'm taking the destroyer on a level 4 mission, people. All I get is warped location. I can't do it. Why can't I warp at range?
Warp drive active.
Oh, I shouldn't have come out here with this because I have one down here. All right, well, so be it. I'll have to come back down and pick up the MTU, which I think I... Yeah, so this is a Kikimora. This is what we're going to do the speed run in tomorrow. We're going to do the epic arc, and I probably won't break any records, but it'll definitely be the fastest I've ever done it. We're going to do it all in one session. Far away from me. How far can I get? 48. Okay. What's my DPS up to? 321. Wow, he's repping quite good. It could be that this is too tough for this ship. 358, 367. We're up to 431. Oh, and there we go. 100% on the CPU again. 459. Alright, so that's what it took to get it. Guess that took a little bit of work, huh? I don't know what the max is. It might be 459. Yeah, this takes a while though, doesn't it? Tomorrow, though, they're mostly like level 2 missions, so this just shows that I'm really not going to have problems with ship safety. So 459. Yeah, 459 is my max. With this ammo, I could probably get over 500 with different ammo. So many more of them appearing. Alright, this is going to take forever with this. I'm just saying, may as well. I'm going to go get a different ship. It was nice thinking I could do the whole thing with this, but it'd be better for me to just go get a different ship. I could finish it in this, but get something better suited. kind of disappointing that the Kronos didn't work out on that. I'm going to have to rethink that a little bit. We might have the same problem as the Megathron Navy issue. Unless we go really crazy on its worth. And I'm not willing to do a 5 billion ISK Marauder for ratting. It's just not okay. So this right here will clean up. Oh, I needed more gleam. I can do it without, even if I bust the remaining gleam I have. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a second. I'll be right back, everybody.
Welcome, Elder Dragon. So, you think you're worthy of being a Markee Dragon subscriber? Duke isn't so sure of that.
All right, is that Lagomorph? Is that how you pronounce that? Thank you so much for subbing. Let's see here. Here's 10 gold to everybody in your honor. And then I'm gonna hook you up personally. Here's another 1,000 gold. Spend it however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, or the Space Prince. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we're gonna go clean up. There's an MTU down there. So
Warp drive active.
all right, here we go. I use any of the T1 gunship battlecruisers for 100 million setups. They do everything in low sec, super fast. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. See if we can do stuff like that. See combat scanner probes. Why am I having such a hard time hitting him? Shouldn't be this difficult. Should be just tearing right through him. There went to 100% again. It's the 64-bit client. That's the problem I was having why I went back to 32. Oh, and there it just happened again. Wait, this is kind of ridiculous that I'm having such a hard time hitting him. It really shouldn't be this hard. This is just the best choice I had for what was in there. I'm not happy with this. Why is this mission being so hard? I'm not hitting stuff like I should be. Here, I gotta go see what other ships I got. This is driving me nuts. Alright, I think I have some ships 2 jumps away. They should be able to
Permission requested.
clean up with. I don't know. I actually am a little bit confused as to why this one is having such a hard time.
Accepted.
It shouldn't be having this hard of time. Yeah, I don't have any missile ships out here, I don't think. See, saying should opt for missile ship, but see what I got over here. I don't think I can fly that yet. Yeah, it requires a skill still. I got a nice cruiser over there that would probably do it up really well. All right, let me might bring back a couple ships with me. Yeah, it just seems like I'm just not being effective on applying DPS with them. That's what it feels like.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so the Kronos was doing okay, by the way, how the Nightmare was faring it. You know what? I didn't even think of that. Didn't even think about that. You might be right. Yeah. All right, I'll bring back a couple of ships with me. That's why I'm taking this, so that I can grab a couple of ships. It seems I use them more in this system anyway. So, because I end up doing a lot of mission running. Even though my home is 2 jumps away. Snipe Kronos from 100K. You know, and that might be, it might just be that this mission really is hard to do with this. Try an Ibis. Yeah, that'll go really good. I won't have any ship loss on that. And it won't take a long time either. Yeah. Well, rattlesnakes are fine, but I don't have any rattlesnakes out here. I have 3 or 4 rattlesnakes, but none of them are close by. And I'm really looking forward to getting into the Caldari stuff, but I actually got a Mar next. I still have a ways to go on skilling up. See, a Mar stuff. I got these all ready to go. And I do have a Paladin over there, which he'll do spectacular, but you know, it's a very expensive ship for ratting in this area, you know. And here, so You know, this is 4 months of training, and I'll have Mastery 5 on all that stuff. You've lived in Osmond for like 10 years now? Yeah, so you know what it's like. There can be, you know, there can be all kinds of shit going on in Osmond. Sometimes it's nice and tame and profitable, and other times you got a bunch of asshats. So, yeah. Oh, Tengu. Oh, gosh. So I blew up my last Proteus. It was almost a 3 billion ISK fit. And, yeah, I lost it in PvP. I don't remember what I was doing with it. But, yeah, I keep talking about it. I have 3 of them sitting in null. I need to have shipped out.
Docking request accepted.
You're getting close to having one of every ship in Osmond? Wow. Besides caps? Yeah. You wouldn't have caps. Okay. So. So this is totally a sniper. Can take this one over. This one, I'd be chasing them all. I wouldn't catch them. This one, when you're do something that's brawling, whatnot. This has 1,484 DPS. It's amazing on what it's got, but it's not the right for this. Now, Eradicate. Oh, this one could be fun. This is one of my favorites. So it's got Javelin in it. Federation Navy. It's at 1,052. And what is this tungsten at? 101. Yeah, I think we'll take this over too. All right. I think we'll take these 2 over. Oops, not that one. Cannot store ship. What's in it? It's got an MTU in it. All right. Let's see how much this paladin is currently sitting at worth. 2.9 billion. Yeah. Well, we're not going to take this out. But it can snipe. But we're not going to take it out. With the shortage, they've gone up in price. They were about 1.2 billion for the whole, and they're 1.7 now. So Rick, you say Kronos is great, but you feel like micro jump drive and rails would be a better combo. Well, yeah, but I couldn't get. So I don't disagree with you there, but I couldn't get the DPS high enough in that combo. So maybe I have to work at that more. But I'm gonna have to change that ship, I think. I feel like it's yeah, I'm gonna have to change it. Oh yeah, I got Mastery 5 on it. We'll try it on a different mission. Probably not today, but we'll try it on a different mission before I go and scrap part of it and rebuild it. But I suspect it's going to get rebuilt. And, you know, we ran into this with the Megathron Navy issue, that it just had a lot of shortcomings. I have a lot of... It has a lot of shortcomings when it comes to PvE, and it can do it, but it can't do it well. Whereas, like the Hyperion that I have here does amazing with it.
Warp drive active.
Mastery 5 is overrated as some of them concerns gravimetrics and etc. Yes, well, yeah, but so Mastery 5 is I'll call it a suggestion, and because it really is, it's a suggestion. It just doesn't you're right, it doesn't encompass everything like you would want it to. Need more drakes. So speaking of drakes, at Eve Vegas they teased that there was something new coming for drakes. I haven't seen what it is, or if they did do something new for drakes and I missed it, it was lame. Because I don't know what it was, and we haven't seen anything. And so so I'm assuming it just hasn't happened yet. But I don't know. And yeah. Drakes are the best ship in Eve. Yeah, we've done some Drake fleets before. There's that freeze up again. This is 64-bit client stuff. I don't have this problem on the 32-bit client. So all right, we're gonna look at I don't know which we're gonna do. The Dominics or the Hyperion?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I may have to turn in a bug report on this. Okay, so Hyperion here. Yeah, it's probably going to be best suited that we do the Dominics. This thing's all about the drones. It's not super high DPS, but see how this works out. Going for 5 in all Caldari on Tengu. Yeah. Tengu is an awesome ship. The Dominics here is the absolute best. It is the absolute best mission ship of all of them. Bang for the buck wise. There is nothing finer than Dominics. Yeah, the 32-bit client is gone. So that's why I'm getting these hiccups now. It's because I was on the 32-bit because I was having these problems. Oh my god, these guys are all so close to me. What? Alright. Well, we'll try it here. We'll see. I'm gonna have to move out of the way probably. I didn't realize, I thought I was gonna land at distance and I really didn't. We'll see if we can just brawl it out right here. Hey, like that. On the spot repairs. See, I'm gonna have to move them. I'm gonna have to move. Yeah, I'm gonna use my wardens here. That's my plan. Just gotta get stopped now. I had to get distance from these. My distances were not right. Right. Gee whiz. Well, this has been a painful mission. He was 6 dom. He's in a mission. I mean, I could do that. Wipe shit out really quickly. Or you just bunny him. Yeah, these are even, you know, even killing them with this, it's definitely interesting. They're just auto-hitting the next thing. Need a small laser so you can do that. Oh, like this one. Yeah. Uh-oh, more stuff appearing. we can take out these little things before they get too close. This is how it's supposed to be. Or it'd be a better damage type, but now they're getting awful close. Target painter, yeah, target painter may also be another option instead of using the laser. Yeah, I think we've tested that and it works. That way, if you don't have any extra highs, you can use a mid. This has got to be one of the most painful missions I've ever done. Yeah, my 3X Nestor fleet, yes, you are right. We used it in there. Alright. I don't know if these are the last two or not. We'll see if more stuff appears. If more does, I may move out further. Cause I think the wardens apply damage a little bit better. Ooh, he's getting close. Yeah, so my guys are having a hard time hitting him. All right. do the trick. My goodness. Right, I'm gonna get some more distance. We'll have to figure out what the best ship is for this, because this is such a pain in the ass. So many ships are failing on this mission of, you know, being very efficient. And so it's like, okay, how do we figure out then, you know, what is the best on this? All right, drones, come on back. We get stopped. Deploy the wardens.
Welcome to the Dragons.
BBQ Easel, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, we are stopped. Hey, have at 'em, boys. What's the name of the mission? Buzzkill.
Welcome to the Dragons.
It doesn't seem really ominous or anything. It just the resistance profiles or something. I don't even know. Mobility Scooter, thank you for following. Welcome. Show the info on the rat. Sure. Yes. So, the resistance is highest EM. So what is this one? Is this explosive? Is where they're the most effect to. It's their lowest resistance. Alright, so then if we look at here, like damage on these, so they're second most effect to kinetic. So what's explosive? Is that that's Minmatar, I believe. Minmatar drones, which are short range. Yeah. Alright, so definitely out of the two drones that I have here, this is better, but the wardens, the berserkers, are they berserkers or berserkers? I get them mixed up because their names are so similar. But yeah, so one of those, but they're short range. So you'd be fighting at maybe 50 max. But those would be the best damage type. Good suggestion, Nick Paw. Glad you asked for that, because knowledge is power. You gonna wait till the skilling with PvP is over before you resub? Well, the skilling with PvP though, there's not so much. I mean, Where do you live in the game that would make a difference? Because if you're in high sec, it's not going to make much of a difference. Oh yeah, and when you resub, you can use coupon code, save yourself a few bucks, support the show, get the Omega codes from us, or you could do some of the packs that we've got that have time in them. All right, done. Finally. Oh my God. That was one of the most painful missions. That is one thing I want to do. I would love to start looking at missions and say, okay, this ship, this fit is what you would use for this mission. It's the best. It'll allow you to clear it the fastest, make the most money. So multi-blocks Triglavian sites, I've done that. I have a triple nester stuff, and that makes really good money. But I don't do this for the money. I do this because I enjoy it, if that makes sense. So I enjoyed like figuring out the multi-boxing of the Triglavian sites, and we did that. It's hard to come up with the proper sites. There's a bit of finagling to do that, but I do enjoy that. Oh my God, set up a neutral frigate pilot with one of those 7 accounts and blow it up with the others to get your free skill points and profit. Oh my God. You use 6 Vargers and emerging conduits in less than 5 minutes. Why don't you use 3 of them? Because you dilute payment after that. 3 is the optimal number. And we're doing it in 3 of them in 6-7 minutes, I think. I don't know. It's faster. Yeah, well, I guess if you're able to control it all easy enough, then fine. It's all, it's about the complexity of it. Do I have any T2 battlecruiser skills? Sleipnir would be fun to watch up close autocannons. Would erect this site. Yeah, so that is another thing that I have on my list. Another thing I have on my list of things I want to do is after I've finished this stuff with the battleships, I do want to go to using, God, what is this? I do want to go to using battle cruisers to do the sites, and kind of do the same thing with battle cruisers, because in many cases it might actually be more efficient. So that's definitely something I've thought about, especially with like the Triglavian stuff. The Triglavian stuff, Triglavian battlecruiser would probably just murder everything. But I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I just kind of suspect it would. Or how about a assault cruiser?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, and battlecruiser would be a lot cheaper too. All right, so there's 3.5 million in loot in this. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, and I picked up some of the wrong stuff. Gosh darn it, I'm always doing that. That was really hard-earned loot. That was crazy. That was crazy. Let's do another one. Oh, it's an anomic. Okay. Declining that. Smuggler interception. Acquire these goods. Destroy the convoy. Eradicate here is probably one of my favorite ships to do this stuff. Oh, I do have some more javelin here. Good. I'm gonna go grab another drink, and then we're gonna go out and blow shit up. Be right back. All right. So this ship is up on, I'll post it in live shows. This one, it's called Eradicate. And it is probably one of my favorite T1
Welcome to the
battleships.
Dragons.
And it works really good. Scarcrow, thank you for following. Welcome. And we'll see how it works here. Should work well. Oh, I got an MTU. Okay. And these look cool too.
Warp drive active.
Welcome to the Dragons.
On the handle. Thank you for following. Welcome. See how this does. didn't look to see. This one's not Omni, is it? Yeah, I may have fit wrong for this. I just have one thing after another with this, don't I? Yeah, I didn't look and see what this mission requires, but to explosive I only have 10% resist. So, we'll see what we got down here. Still my favorite ship.
Warp drive active.
Hey, if I've got the wrong resist types, then I'll just snipe instead of brawl. Because I can do both with this. I have to change animal type anyway. Look at where I'm at. Ooh-wee. Everything's so far away. Uh-oh. I didn't refill my drones on this. Apparently I lost a couple. Yeah, I seem to be... The word could be discombobulated. It is a real word. I'm taking them out okay, though. Oh, NHL just suspended their season? Kenny says. Wow. Coronavirus, man. So I know the NBA suspended their season. I guess it makes sense. I mean, I don't blame them. You know, some people that are going to do really well during the coronavirus stuff, therapists. I mean, seriously, if you think about it, all the people freaked out. I heard League of Legends pushed back until October or something like that for their thing. Yeah, I don't really know. Major League Baseball's next? Yeah. Yeah, well, it's really just everything. And, you know, international, all the borders are getting closed and stuff. So, I mean, we're well on our way to the United States to just closing our borders completely. And in all honesty, I think we should. The only thing that should be, you know, still traversing is freight. Because all countries depend on other countries for some sort of components of their economy. Trump did close them. He did not close our borders. Not unless it's been announced today since we've been on the show. Yesterday they stopped. They closed travel to the U.S. from Europe, excluding the UK. Somebody confirm that Trump closed all the borders? No, like, I'm talking like the border's not closed between here and Mexico, South America, Canada. Yeah, not all. So, we have cases here in town now. So, yeah. I took my dad this morning. Many of you probably weren't here at the beginning of the show. I took my dad this morning to a doctor's appointment, and everybody going in and out of the building was wearing masks. I stayed in the car. So, excluding UK and Ireland. So Scotland, too? Anyway. Doesn't matter. I think we should just close off everything except for essential stuff. And people coming back in, we just have quarantine facilities for them so they can get back home. But it's going to take them a couple of weeks, you know. I think all the cruise lines should be shut down for the moment. And, you know, yeah. Yep. So, and I know people now who have the virus. I haven't been in personal contact with any of them, and we have it here in our area. So, like, we're not going out socially anymore. Grocery trips, we are doing some grocery trips, but we're anything we can just order online and have delivered, we are. The thing of not doing the Kentucky Derby this year? Yeah, well, really, everything should be canceled until at least like October, so that everything can be assessed, because it's gonna affect us up into summer. Some are hoping that it's gonna fade away during the summer like the flu does, but I'm not sure that's looking like that. Maybe it will. I'm no expert. So I got those out there that are way too far away. We do get a lot of medicines from China, which I was kind of surprised to find that out, but seems to be true. So I don't think that freight should stop. There's some essential services that are needed and everything, but there's, you know, a lot of other stuff that maybe should. All pleasure travel. But we can't stop freight and stuff. We need that. We need to be able to export things. People need to be able to import things. Yeah, a lot of the manufacturing is down. There's a lot of companies in the United States that are ramping up production of things that we normally get from other places. And we could have a vaccine in 6 months, or it could be that, you know, it could take a lot longer. There's a lot of positive stuff I'm hearing in the media about that, but you know, who knows? More people that you follow are streaming because they're not able to work? Yeah. Well, I can tell you that even our sales at our store are greatly impacted. So, you know, you'll have my thanks and gratitude if you get your codes through us. Yeah, we're the two things have happened. One is that people get paralyzed with fear when stuff like this happens, and then they don't buy things. But also, then in this case, there's a lot of people who they're worried about their income, and I get that. So, yep. Steve, we'll have a vaccine in less than 2 years. Yeah, well, it'll certainly probably take, you know, to manufacture it all and everything. It may, before everybody can get a vaccine, might be 2 years. And it might mutate each year like the flu. I don't know. We'll see.
Our module has run out of charges.
Yeah, so yeah, I've heard a few people mention the Joe Rogan show that there was a guy in there that said that they can do a vaccine tomorrow, but they're not sure effective and how safe it's going to be. I agree. I saw in the UK like 3,500 pounds to be a guinea pig is what they're paying for people willing to be infected with coronavirus and vaccine and be, you know, basically you're going to be quarantined stuff. So lower fuel costs is a benefit of this. Yeah, well, everybody's freaking out about that, aren't they? Okay, so this is taking a while because my DPS is low. He's so far away. Okay, He's at the edge of my abilities here. Let me just slowly move toward him. Yeah, so many companies now, people working from home. They're talking about closing the schools here. They've already closed all of the colleges and universities in Florida. And they're all going online. One of my kids is homeschooled. He does what's called Florida Virtual School. And that works really well. And he's able to, you know, they don't use Skype, but they use some sort of other communication for, you know, lessons and everything. And so they're preparing for that spring break, which is next week. They may be told mid-spring break that they're not going back to their classrooms. And that they'll be working from home, and anybody who needs, you know, a computer or whatnot, can get one. Miami said that they were buying computers for all of their students. So that's pretty cool. Yes, and they said that there's 2 strains of the virus now. I'm waiting for I know that China's reported that. I'm waiting for the WHO to say that. You know, really, the ones that I trust the most are the WHO. And, you know, they have a bit more of a medical slant on things, and they might be a little bit more protective in some, you know, areas with how they think and stuff. But overall, their political agenda is much less than our country and other countries. You know, some countries try and you know, limit what information gets out because they don't want to look bad. Other countries think that they're doing just fabulous, and you know, everybody's brilliant and doing awesome. And then there's other countries that are like, well, we just don't have a problem here. We'll react to it if we do. Keep calm. And there's, you know, there's just a whole bunch of different ways dealing with it, and so much of it gets political. And we don't talk politics on the show. So that's why I'm not naming countries or whatever. But the WHO seems to have the most level head overall. So that's, you know, yeah, their agenda is the safety of people. That is not the agenda of many of our governments. So the agenda needs to be you and I, and our neighbors, everybody else. It needs to not be anything other than that. There is money factors in this. There is all kinds of things to factor in. But the primary thing needs to be you and I, right? All right. Pick this up. It hasn't picked everything up yet, but that's fine. Didn't hardly get anything anyway. My goodness. Okay, we're gonna slow boat to that. Will I help a customer? Thank you for the sale, whoever that was, for the purchase. I appreciate the support. Yeah, right now our sales are down. We're losing money every day. People are freaked out. It won't stay this way forever. But, you know, it's concerning for everybody. And I don't make a whole lot of money off streaming. For the number of viewers that I have, and the number of hours I do and everything compared to other people, I make a lot less. And it's really because I don't push for that or anything. You know, I'm like, well, if you're gonna spend money, you know, and you're playing Eve or whatnot, get your codes through us, stuff like that, which does pay my wage, but you know, it's not quite the same. So, all right, going into the next room here. By the way, we do have a giveaway today, exclamation point giveaway. You can get in on that, and you can it's a starter pack. It has 250,000 skill points in it. It has 7 days of mega time in it, and so it's a good thing. You can only apply one per account. If you win it and you can't apply it, well, I'm sure a buddy and Eve would really like it, or if you have an alt account. And then there's a monthly of a 2860 Plex code. That's a lot. You can get in on that too. 1 entry per person. We'll draw beginning of next month. And so.
Warp drive active.
And then after I finish this mission here, I'm going to take you over to Element TD2, and I'm finding out what this is. This is based off of the Warcraft 3 mod of tower defense. So, oh, Levon, yeah. So are your hours going down? Levon works on Amtrak. So are you losing hours? You might be laid off. That's losing a lot of hours. Holy cow. All right. Yep. We did the Chronos for a little bit. It needs to be refit. It's kind of a disaster. So we got to redo the Chronos. Yeah, so we started with it, and we built one, and it looked really good, but then it really didn't perform well. So, a little bit back to the drawing board on that. So, we might experience a little bit of growth because people need stuff to do while they're sitting at home. You know what? That was kind of my thought at first too, but the numbers haven't shown that. So, people are a bit scared to spend money right now. For good reason. Like Levon saying he might be laid off.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Dragon Virus, thank you for following. Welcome. What are my expectations time-wise? Like, how long is it going to take? I don't know, 3 to 4 hours? matter. Change this to optimal range. And continue. What's my maximum on this? 64. All right. Those ones are too far out. Okay. Alright, that's just my shield alarms, don't worry. Oh, I see I'm getting yellow box now, which means they're going to be firing on my drones. They don't seem to be hitting my drones at all. That's too far. Oh, I guess I should fix my armor. How killing a PvP player works? Explain that. I mean, basically, just like I'm doing to these NPCs here, it's just killing another player. That's all. You know, except that it's a lot harder to kill another player than it is a computer. This guy's getting really close to me. And I'm missing a lot because he's so close. Yeah. Alright. Let's start moving away here. I really like the Hyperion. Well, yellow boxed means that they're locked onto me, but they're not shooting at me. And but it also means that it's very likely that they're shooting at my drones, because my drones are the only other targets out here. And so it's something that you have to keep an eye on when concerning safety of your drones. My drones are doing okay. They're not taking damage, so I'm not too worried about it. But it is, you know, it is a consideration, most definitely. The best damage setups for Triglavians, they're Omni. So, maybe there is no best. Maybe you just go with highest DPS and tracking at that time.
Our module has run out of charges.
But they're pretty much Omni. They may have a little bit of weaknesses, but they're pretty small. Exclamation point Eve links. Does that? Oh, that sheet doesn't have the Triglavians on it. Never mind. Unless you're talking about if you're talking about doing invasions, they're Omni. If you're talking about doing things like filaments, then that's a whole different story because then you fit for the environment.
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
Bogey King, you monster. Holy shit.
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
That's gonna be a lot of Duke.
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
Yeah. Alright. Finished that.
Hail to the
Got the
Dragon
stuff.
King, baby. Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
Yeah. So. Alright,
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
thank you, Bogey King, for the sub to Impulsive. What we do with that is everybody gets 1,000 gold for each
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
sub gift, as opposed to just the person who brand new subs gets 1,000 gold. And so
Hail to the Dragon King, baby.
you're all about to get Fritch because of Bogey King. So there's 1,000 gold.
Hail to the
Everybody here
Dragon King, baby.
in honor of Bogey King to Impulsive. And then Bogey King to Trigolish.
Welcome, Elder Dragon. So, you think you're worthy of being a Markee Dragon subscriber? Duke isn't so sure of that. Welcome
Alright.
to the Dragons.
Trigolish. Sub. There we go. 1,000 gold to everybody. And then, let's see here. Bogey King to Fish God. 1,000 gold. And then Bogey King to Unton. 1,000 gold.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And Bogey King to BVZE. Bivs. Another 1,000 gold. And then let's see. Fearing Kind Reaper. Gift sub from Bogey King. 1,000 gold. Bogey King to Gung Ho. Alright. 1,000 gold. Bogey King to I Am the Burn.
Welcome to the Dragons.
1,000 gold. And let's see, how many more? Vincis. Gift sub from Bogey King, another 1,000 gold to everybody here. And Rufotris. Last one. All right. Bogey King, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it a bunch. Thanks for the support. And then Don Hat and the Hog Trolley, thank you for the follows. Welcome. All right. You're all Fritch. I
Welcome
expect
to the
the next
Dragons.
dungeon raid to be pretty good, right? Okay, let's see if I've got what I need in here, which is these mutants. Okay. Let's pick up all of that. We're not going to wait around on all the rest of it. Scoop that up and take this back. So after I turn this in, we're gonna switch games. We're gonna go over to Element TD2,
Active.
which is a whole standalone game that's made off of an original Warcraft 3 mod. So should be good. Do a couple matches in there. I'm gonna turn it up in there. If you saw I do it yesterday, one, it's gonna be on the Unity machine. Won't be any FPS problems. And so, Off Kilter, thank you for following. Welcome. And it's a new game we got in our store. It's $10, so you can find it in our store. Hey, while I'm docking up, I'm gonna step away for just a second. Be right back.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right, so let's see where we're at with this. All right, the loot wasn't very much. I already know that. It was maybe a couple million.
Welcome, Elder Dragon. So, you think you're worthy of being a Markee Dragon subscriber? Duke isn't so sure of that.
All right, so Cornball Club, great name. Thank you so much for subbing. I'm gonna hook you up. Here he is, 1,000 gold. Spend that however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, or the Space Prince. And then another 10 gold to everybody here in Cornball Club's honor. So thank you. Much appreciated. All right. So unloaded everything there. It was maybe a couple million in loot. It wasn't very much. But I love flying the Hyperion. It's a great ship. Okay. Completed the mission. I wonder how many loyalty points I have now with this. I know I had really great standings with them. As far as loyalty points go, let's see, they're in the wallet now, right? And Sisters of Eve, 236,000. All right. What do we got here? 2.2% from bounties, 179 million in bounties from the last 30 days. That's really not a whole lot of money. And I've transferred in 8 billion, 7.8 billion for building ships. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep. Wow. He's a gold sink. Or an ISK sink. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna switch games now. And those of you on Twitch, you don't have to go anywhere. You just hang right where you're at. And those of you watching on YouTube, it's going to come up with another video. And so when we switch games, if I want the video to be different when people watch it later, then we got to switch. So we're going to do that. So anyway, okay. And I'm going to show you this tower defense game. We showed it yesterday. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to put it on a harder level today. And it's on a machine that will do really, really well with it. So I was struggling a bit on this other machine. I was getting some low FPS. So today it should look beautiful. And if anybody here is playing it, and you've ever done a multiplayer game before and you know how to set that up, let me know. So, all right. So I'm going to put the show in pre-show mode. And then we'll be right back into this other game. So, all right. Let's see. Here we go.